Well, hi there, and welcome to another episode. This is the Akaso Dash Cam C320, and this is what's next. Okay, so we're looking at the back of my car, and this is the camera right here. This is the Akaso Dash Cam 320. As you can see, it's got a 170-degree wide angle. There's a parking monitor. Never really been able to figure that one out. 1080p and a 3-inch LCD screen. So let's take a look at this. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and open it up, and we're given our quick reference guide right here. This is the camera. Now I've already taken this out of the box, but this had a protective screen cover here and a protective screen cover on the back. And if we flip this over, as you can see, it's made in China. We have the following items. These are the clips. This is, I'm not really sure what that is. We'll find out. There is the item for the windshield. Standard USB to micro USB connector here. This is the old style, not USB-C. And then this here is our very long car adapter with a USB connection at the end. So in order to test the camera, what we're going to do first is we're going to connect it up to the DC port of the EcoFlow River. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to turn on our EcoFlow. And we're going to unwrap the wire. And we're going to go plug this in, which I think is at the top. Like that. And we're going to go ahead and plug this, turn this on and plug this in. So we're going to give it a few moments to see if we can see it. There is the screen. Now you can see that it is quite reflective. So the sun is behind me in the garage. Obviously we have the shadow of the garage itself, but this gives you an idea of the quality of the screen. And you can see it's 1080p right now. So right now it is recording. I can click OK. We can go ahead into the menu. This is where we can set resolution, the loop recording, record audio, so on and so forth, and even the G sensor for a crash. We have a screensaver. We can put in the date and time mode, beep and sound. So we're going to do some of this when we're actually in the car. Okay, and we can even get a shot of the EcoFlow. One of the cool things about this is just notice it will store some power in here. So if I unplug this, it will start the shutdown, and it takes about 10 seconds. It'll say low battery, and then there you go. This has been barely used, so it probably just needs to be charged. All right, the first step is to figure out the layout of our cable. So we know that I have a power outlet here, and then I have one that's off screen behind here. For now, we're just going to use this power outlet. If I have extra, I'm probably going to route it to the one in the back. And obviously we can, put the camera here somewhere or over here, and the cable's got to go up and around and down and down and down to here. So let's see what we got. So if I go ahead and I plug this, we unravel the cable. Okay. And we go ahead and we add it into here. So there's that. And so we can go ahead, bring it up and around, and we can obviously do better cable management later. But for the reality here is we can do that. And so we know that we could come up and around right about here. We can go down here. And then from here down to here. And then down. And we got plenty. So we have about this much cable left over. All right, so we got that at least started. Next, we're going to install the camera, and I'm going to put it behind here. All right, so now that we know where the cable is going to be at, what we're going to want to do is we're going to place this. I'm going to place it right here. So it's really out of everybody's way. The next step is to attach the camera to the base. And that would go about right here. And we could even adjust it. So we need to push this in and lock it into place. And there you go. That's done. Okay, the next step is we got to hardwire and clip the cable together. So here we go. We got the hardwire tool, which is behind it, and the clips, and then we just have to figure out what's going to be the best way to connect all this up. All right, the first place we're going to do is, this is all fabric, so that's not going to work, but right around this area, I think if we put it up there, and I'm going to take paper towel, and we're just going to clean that off, that general area right about here. And this is what's going to be interesting, is will this support the heat? So I'm going to place it right about here. So now that way it's out of the way, and we can clip the wire like so. There. And now it's clipped, and it is, give it some slack, and now the camera's good to go. And we're just going to repeat it all the way down here. And then we're going to do the next one, and we're going to clean that off right here. And what I'm doing is I'm facing the cable latch that way. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put the cable like here, up, and get it in there. So now this can be snapped in. There we go, just like that. And then maybe at some point we can actually get the cable up, yep, get it into the thing. There we go. It's extremely hot right now. Okay, and that's in there. So we do have the cable comes up here, goes over here, and it's pretty well hidden at that point. This area needs to be reworked somehow, so I got to figure that out. So it kind of comes down here, then goes around, and then follows the door frame, and then basically at that point it's underneath here, which then it comes out right here. So, you know, that works. Now that we have the camera installed, let's give it a shot and see what it looks like.
My initial thoughts on the image quality is that it's good. Color seems accurate, and there is some sharp detail. The stop sign in this scene is very legible, as is the school sign. Here's that school sign zoomed in a bit. I wanted to contrast daytime footage with nighttime footage here. While there is some detail with the signs, they do appear a little bit more blurry than in the daytime. My guess is the camera shutter is attempting to let in more light, which might account for the blurred image. Alright, now we're back to daytime. Speed limit sign has good detail. Zoom in a bit here. Okay, we're back to night.
Maybe it's like an event.
And now back to day. Once again, we're going to go back to night. This is the same road, same location where we left off from day. The blurry image of the speed sign appears again. Again, that's probably the low light situation. Here's a shot of going through a very short tunnel. The camera appears to do a decent job at adjusting from light to dark and back to daylight quickly. This adjustment occurs over just a couple of frames. Here's another tunnel. You can see the camera is blowing out the light at the end of the tunnel, but once leaving the tunnel, it quickly adjusts. One more shot of some signage to show the details. For this inexpensive 1080p camera, I can't complain too bad for my first dash cam that I've ever installed in this car. I think it's pretty good.
All right, And that's our look at the Akaso C320 Dash Cam. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.